People are really upset with something that Cuba Gooding Jr. did at an LA panel discussion for American Horror Story to his co-star, Sarah Paulson. So it looks as though he was maybe messing with her skirt. Some people were saying that he was looking up her skirt. There is a video that was circulating. There are also some images on Twitter, some screenshots of exactly what went down. This was at the Los Angeles Paley Fest this past Sunday. Now, it appears as though Sarah Paulson laughed off the incident. As of this taping, she hasn't responded to anything on Twitter. She did post a photo of her and Kathy Bates from the panel discussion. She seemed to sort of laugh it off. Cuba Gooding Jr. hasn't released a statement, but people were really, really upset with him messing with her dress. One person says, okay, yes, I went back to screenshot this, but does he seriously think this is okay? At Cuba Gooding Jr., at Miss Sarah Paulson. And then another person says, Cuba Gooding Jr. has just embarrassed himself at AHS Paley Fest. This is junior high behavior. Leave the woman alone. This is kind of interesting. People are very upset with him. What I think is telling of this is that we haven't heard from either Cuba Gooding Jr.'s people or Sarah Paulson's people.
I'm sure we will soon.
You think we will?
Yeah, look, the optics are clearly really bad. I personally think that they must be very close, and they kid a lot, and I'm sure he's a prankster. It looks bad when you do it on a public forum like that.
It looks really bad.
It's totally different when you're in the security and comfort of your group of friends without any cameras or other people weighing in on it.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you on that, where I think that we don't know the nuances of their relationship. They've obviously worked together a considerable amount, so they have an established friendship and a relationship off camera, but for him to do this in front of cameras, I really think was in poor taste.
Yeah.
Now, it seems as though Sarah Paulson was, she obviously didn't call him out or anything like that. But I just think it's very unprofessional, and it was distracting because now we're not talking about what was going on at the AHS Roanoke panel discussion. We're talking about what he was doing to detract from what they were talking about. So I think it's really unfortunate, and he should have known better.
Yeah, he should have.
But I also don't think that this is, a lot of people are saying that he's sort of a sexual predator to his co-star.
That's
not
crazy.
prepared to go that
You're
far.
jumping to too many conclusions, because again, like you said, we don't know the nuances of the relationship. And actually, it kind of reminds me, like recently when we did the show on Monday, me and Haas were kind of like busting your balls a little bit. And to a lot of the commenters, they don't understand, or you guys don't understand our relationship, so maybe it looks bad, like we're bullying you.
Yeah, I mean, Haas is also like, I don't wear skirts, so I don't have a skirt to pull up.
But if you did, he would definitely pull it up.
Well, I don't want to project onto what Sarah and Cuba Gooding Jr.'s relationship is, but I know that I have relationships with guys where, like, Will has straight up like punched me in the boob before, and if in the privacy of like us hanging out, it's like kind of funny, and I've like punched him in the balls before too. Again, I'm a bad friend to have, but it's happened.
But if you did that on a public forum,
right? If I did it on Pop Trigger, it would be inappropriate. If Hasan did any of that stuff on Pop Trigger, that would not be the place to do it.
Because you cannot control what other people, how they're going to interpret that.
Right. And I think that I actually do think that Twitter was okay in calling Cuba Gooding Jr. out, because he should know better than to behave that way in such a public forum. But we want to hear from you guys in the comments section below. Do you think it's okay that Cuba Gooding Jr. received all this flack? Do you think that this is more of a gray area? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.